You don't think so? No. Oh, damn. Yeah, nice.
Wait, what are you doing?
Something is normal. I want to try making some bread. It's a bit chunky.
Hella sad, hey?